So, this is take 4 of my own personal coronavirus experience. The other 3 ones I did through the YouTube app, and every time it would get around, a few minutes in, the audio would stop syncing with the video. So, yeah. So at this point, I can't really recall what I said in those videos and what I want to say here, but I'm going to give it a shot. So, I've watched a lot of documentaries about world events, World War II, pandemic, so on and so forth. Most documentaries, you hear a lot of numbers, you hear a lot of the way things spread, or how how Hitler was defeated, how he killed, whatever the case may be. What you don't hear, from what I've seen, is a lot of documentaries about people on the ground, how people were feeling during that time. Now, once in a while, you'll be watching a documentary, and they'll open up, something from a soldier from World War II, and it's like his diary, and so there's little pieces, right? But we're in the time where we can do this. We can vlog these things. We can put these out on the internet. So I don't really write, but I feel like I need to get some of this out somehow. So if this is consumed by other people, great. If not, that's fine too. And if it's just a historical record, or even if it's just for me, I don't really care. So I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, well, there's a truck passing. So I'm feeling confused, scared, out of it, lonely, even though, thank God, I have my wife. Also loved. I have a lot of people who love me, so that's really cool. I'm gonna get better at this too. I'm gonna work out some of the some of the things you'll probably hear me repeat, the phrases you'll hear me repeat over and over, because I know I have a habit of that even in real life. But being able to go ahead and watch these videos after I film them, I'll be able to try to work those out. So I live in Florida. I live in Pinellas County, Florida. Pinellas County, Florida is a peninsula. There's about 1 million people on this peninsula. And Pinellas County is where Clearwater Beach resides. So, if you all have been watching the news, up until recently, there's been these spring breakers from all over the country, maybe the world, who decided, COVID-19 not a big deal. It's not affecting us, except for sometimes it does. They flew down here and into our little peninsula to hang out at Clearwater Beach in really close proximity. And what they're going to do, or what that's going to do, and it hasn't been 2 weeks yet, is that's going to turn my home into a hotspot. That's my opinion. That's my, I don't want to say fear, because I got to stop with that, I think. But that's my opinion of what's going to happen. You look at Hillsborough testing right now. They've done double the tests that Pinellas County has. and they have double the amount of infections. Actually, last I looked, I looked yesterday, but the numbers are always changing, always changing. Oh, and today, other than not knowing what today is, I think it is the 28th. No. It is, sorry. Yes, it is, it's March 28th. So we've been on lockdown for almost 2 weeks. Now there have been 2 excursions. One, in the very beginning, we went to a park with my wife's best friend and their family. Just try to get a little bit of sanity. We did 6 to 8 feet away. Even though the whole time I know that's not really even all that responsible, but you also have to stay sane, and that's what I'm trying to do. And then the other day, a couple days ago, I saw my really good friend Kelvin at the park. Tried to keep about 8 feet away. 6 feet is what they're saying, but might as well go over and above that. It's a bit difficult for me because I used to be a hardcore introvert. I'm still an introvert, except for when it comes to kava bars. I don't know if people out there have heard of kava bars, but in Pinellas County, we're the capital of kava bars. Kava is a root from from like Fiji and Vanuatu, things like that. And what they do is they grind it up into a powder, and they mix it with water, and they filter it, and it acts as a anti-anxiety, a social lubricant, and also a muscle relaxer, things like that. And so there are, they also have kratom. Most people have probably heard about kratom now too, but kratom is it's a plant. It's a tree from Southeast Asia that is really good for pain. Also anti-anxiety, also social lubricant. So at places like kava bars, I'm super comfortable. And there's a kava bar 3 minutes away from my house that has become like my second family. I used to be a person who couldn't stand touch. I used to be a person who, like I said, was an introvert, didn't want to go out. But the kava bars and therapy, and especially my friend Kelvin, has helped me realize that hugs can be a good thing. Hugs can be a really good thing. It just depends on the place, the person, and the energy behind it. And it took me 33 years to learn that. And I'm glad I did. I'm just sad that I learned it maybe, 8 months ago, something like that. I don't really know how long ago, but it hasn't been too long. Almost wishing I never learned that. Sorry about the really bad lighting. Nothing drives me more insane than bad lighting. So all that's kind of been pulled away for now. But at least in these times, since we live in modern times, we have things like Zoom. Me and a few of my friends Zoomed from like 10 to 2 a.m. last night. Had an absolute blast. It was almost like old times, except for it's a little bit painful at the same time. First couple of times I zoomed, it made me cry a little bit because I was not able to reach out to these people and touch them or even be in close proximity to them, even though they live like, one of my friends literally lives like a block away, and I can't even go say hi. My brother today, he's like, "Hey, let's go to the river." I'm like, "Dude, I cannot go to the river with you. I just can't do it. I can't be in a car that close to you. The only person I can really be close to is my wife. Thank God for my wife. I mean, for many, many reasons, obviously, but that I have, that at least, I have her, um, even though I drive her totally insane. But that's, let's see, there was something else I've done this so many times, now I can't even remember all the things that I wanted to say. Um, let's see what else there was. Well, I think that's good for now. And I'll post on occasion. Feel free to watch, feel free not to. I don't really care either way. Like I said, I put this up for historical sake, and it's on my own personal. It's for me personally, as opposed to writing. So, if you if you're on lockdown, realize that we're all in this together, and we'll make it through it. The human race will survive. The closer, the faster we can get things shut down, the faster we can get to our new normal. Because at the end of this, our normal won't be what we're used to. It will be something different. But maybe it's time for something different. So, love to all, and I will see you again sometime soon. Take care.